What up, everybody? Welcome back to the Table Talk with Tottie podcast. This is episode number 37. So if you are new here, hey, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you're an oldie but a goodie, welcome back. So what is going on, everybody? I am so excited about today's show. Today we are on episode number 37, and I'm not going to talk because we got some exciting stuff to get into, so I'm going to go ahead and dive right into today's show. What's on my table this week? A whole lot of stuff is on my table this week. This week has been absolutely the busiest week of the entire 2018 year so far. First things first, because let's just go ahead and talk about the surprising elephant in the room. We are now available on iHeartRadio. Like, isn't that a big deal? Like, I'm smiling from ear to ear. If you're watching this on YouTube, you see all the expression. I have been like so feeling myself here since I got the email 2 days ago from iHeartRadio, basically stating that Table Talk with Tottie, you can now listen to it on their platform. Now, this is a big deal because although, I love iTunes or Apple Podcasts, I love Google Play, I love SoundCloud, I love all of the podcasting platforms, but this really signifies a major milestone for Table Talk with Tottie. I've been doing this podcast for 4 years now, and it's been a roller coaster ride. There have been moments where I've been wanting to completely give up on it because I wasn't feeling like it was growing at the rate that I wanted it to grow. And as of recently, when I started getting back into it more consistently, I feel like that's when God really opened the door for the whole iHeartRadio thing. iHeartRadio has not been allowing podcasters to come on their platforms for a long time now. So this is exciting to now be able to reach more and more people and on one of the largest media broadcasting networks in existence. I mean, our iHeartRadio houses some of the top radio stations. One of my favorite ones, The Breakfast Club, obviously because Charlamagne's on there and he's, South Carolina native, South Carolina in-house. So this is really exciting for me. It's going to allow me to do a whole lot more with the show. It's going to allow me to now really move into somewhat of an advertising space, which I'm excited about because I've actually had some of you reach out to me in regards to placing ads throughout the show or at the beginning or at the end. So I'm really super excited about that. Now, if you're listening to this on iHeartRadio, please make sure that you subscribe. Make sure you leave a review. Make sure you comment. Let me know on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Let me know you over on the iHeartRadio family. Thank you, iHeartRadio, for allowing Table Talk with Tottie to be a part of your podcasting family. So that's like, I had to go ahead and get that out the way because that's definitely the most exciting part of this week so far. So thanks for all of the love, all of the support. You guys are amazing. Honestly, I didn't know, if the show was, going to grow any more than it already has. I was kind of feeling a little stuck. I'll just be real honest. I was feeling a little stuck. But God has a funny way of when you're about to shut things down, he says, no, just hold on, sis. Just hold on. So shout out to iHeartRadio. Y'all make sure y'all are subscribing, leaving reviews. No matter what platform you're on, that's what's going to allow the show to continue to grow. That's what's going to allow me to start back bringing guests on the show and things of that sort. So I need to know that you guys are here with me, right? Another thing on my table this week is a new book that I've been waiting all week to record today's show so I could talk to you about. Believe Bigger by Marshawn Evans Daniels. Now, I've been following Marshawn for a few years now, and she never ceases to amaze me. This is not her first book, but this is definitely, I feel like, her biggest launch. I pre-ordered the book about, a month ago, and I was stalking Amazon Prime, waiting on the book to get on my doorstep. Well, when it finally got here, I got to like page 3 or 4, and I closed the book, and I immediately ordered a copy for my best friend, Regina, because I was like, girl, we got to read this together. So I'm not going to get into the specifics of what the book is about, but in a nutshell, the book is definitely a guide for women who want to know how to turn life disruptions into, God's plan, like Drake would say. And I mean, she, at the beginning of the book, she really captivates your attention because she goes right into, like, waste no time on the whole subject about how she literally found out her now ex-fiance, was cheating on her as he was getting on his plane coming to Atlanta for their wedding week. And she talked about that whole experience and how that disrupted her life because she basically shut down her very profitable sports agency. She pretty much sacrificed a lot. It literally disrupted her life, and it's just amazing to see her now married again and doing some amazing things. And as from an author's perspective, it's so inspiring to see how her whole launch plan came together and how people are truly rooting for this book. Now, I have not finished the book yet. I'm about on chapter 4, I want to say. So not quite there yet, but so far I'm really enjoying the book. So I did drop this book in the 2018 book recommendations on NatashaWeston.com. And so if you want to check out that book along with all of the other books that I've read and that I think are really good books to read in this season, then go to NatashaWeston.com/blog and just scroll down until you find that particular blog post. Something else that happened this week that I'm excited about is a recent collaboration that I'm doing with my mom and a young lady named Sade from our church. And my mom has had this vision for, over a year now, to somehow bring millennial women and baby boomer women together in the same room to have conversation. And so that dream finally came to fruition this past Friday. We actually came to the Tot Spot, and if you're new here, the Tot Spot is my creative hub. It's my office. It's where I record. It's where I am currently recording this episode. It's where I do all of my YouTube videos. It's just my world. It's my haven. So we all got together at the Tot Spot, and we basically used Facebook Live, and we introduced ourselves. Sade has a lot of great things coming up. One of those things being an event about depression and anxiety coming up here in the Summerville area of Charleston, South Carolina on March 31st. So if you want more information about that, you can go on my Facebook page and grab the link. So to see my mom's vision starting to come to fruition is also equally as exciting because I'm a millennial, obviously, and I do feel like there's a very powerful conversation that can be had in regards to how us as millennial women think and operate, and also about baby boomers and how, they've grown up. So the movement is called Millennials and Baby Boomers United, and this basically speaks to the power of collaboration. My mom and I have been together for years now, and we're very close-knit. We know pretty much everything about each other. And so over the years, our relationship has grown, and we've never really collaborated outside of her publishing my books. But this is exciting to watch because it allows both generations to show each other what we can bring to the table. And I'm not going to get into what we talked about. If you want to check out our last broadcast, you can go to the Facebook page. Make sure you like it, by the way. And stay tuned for, upcoming conversations with the Facebook page. It's facebook.com/millennials and baby boomers united. I know it's very long, but definitely go over there, subscribe or like. I get my platforms mixed up sometimes. And stay tuned because the conversation is really amazing. So if you are listening and maybe your mom is a baby boomer, if you have an aunt that's a baby boomer, if you know any millennials that would be interested in the conversation, we invite you to join us. And last but not least, definitely not least, because a lot more has been going on. Some stuff with Tyler has been going on, but I'm not going to share that with y'all yet. I'll let y'all know soon. But I have a new website, a brand new layout, some amazing features on there at NatashaWeston.com. Not going to get into that in the show, but go check it out. And there's also a 20% new site sale going on. So if you want more information on that, check out the links and the codes and all of that at facebook.com/OfficialTottie. So, no Snapchat rant this week. I just ain't had time for all of that. I don't have nothing to rant about this week or nothing worthwhile ranting. So what I decided to do for today's show is switch it up just a little bit and incorporate a topic per se versus doing our typical tabletop roundup. And that's because it is springtime. The first day of spring was, gosh, I want to say on Monday. The first day of spring was on Monday, so March the 20th. And so, obviously, with a new season, especially spring, I don't know about y'all, but I've been waiting on this springtime. Like, I just, I'm a summer baby. I'm June 21st, first day of summer baby. So, I'm not really too fond of the cold weather. Okay, let's just go ahead and put that out there. I'm not a fan of the cold weather. And, I like spring because it's getting warmer, but I hate the pollen. The pollen has been killing me this week. But on another note, I wanted to talk about doing some things to spring your brand forward or to spice your brands up a little bit in this new season, because I always get questions about this. And so I thought today, instead of talking about current events, that I would give you 3 ways to spice up your brand this spring. Okay, so if you have a pen or paper, if you don't, go ahead and get some. If you have a tablet, iPad, whatever your judge is, go ahead and grab it, because I'm going to break down 3 things, or 3 ways rather, that you can spice up your brand or your business this spring. Okay, so, and these are 3 things that I've been doing, especially the first one that I'm going to talk about, first and the third one that I'm going to talk about. So the first thing is to get out of the office. If you don't have an office, get out of your creative hub. If you don't have a creative hub, get out of your room. If you don't have a room of your own, even, get out of the house. The bottom line, the point here is to get out of your comfort zone, your physical comfort zone. And this is definitely me speaking to myself, because it's easy for us to sit behind a computer and tweet our fingers off and Instagram our lives away. But the true connections for a business, and especially for your brand to grow, is definitely to come from behind a computer and have those face-to-face interactions. They are so much more powerful than you could ever imagine. And we've just, we've gotten pretty lazy in regards to just being comfortable running our business from the computer, which is great and all, but lately I've been going out to lunch meetings and just getting out there and shaking hands with people, rubbing elbows with people, and trying to really get some different and fresh perspectives and inspiration. I want you to write this down. I want you to tweet what I'm getting ready to say. Conversations curate content. Conversations curate content. So what this basically means is that if you are stuck trying to figure out what you need to create next, whether it be a product, a service, a blog post, a video, a tweet, a social media post, a Facebook update, if you are stuck in that rut or in that space of trying to figure out what you need to do next, a lot of times all it takes is having a basic conversation with someone, and it doesn't even have to be someone in your industry that has the same type of business. It doesn't have to be business related at all, but just simply going out there and talking to people, seeing what people's needs are, seeing what people are dealing with, struggling with, seeing what people's emotions are. It will trigger ideas like none other. I cannot even tell y'all how many ideas I've gotten in the last couple of weeks just by having regular, ordinary conversations, whether it be at Tyler's doctor's office or rather it be checking the mailbox, at the grocery store, just seeing people out there interacting on a daily basis. So conversations curate content. The second way to spice up your brand this spring is to spice up your look, girl. Go ahead and get you a new wig. Go get your nails done. Go buy you a new outfit. Change your hair color. Get a new lipstick. Do something to make you excited about this season, right? Dust yourself off and get out there and actually look how you want to feel. Look how you want people to treat you. Look how you want the universe to give to you and to treat you, right? And to vibe with you, okay? And I posted this on my Instagram last week. Sometimes, girl, you just got to get out there, slap on a new wig and your favorite lipstick and go, right? And block out all the negativity, block out all of the negative vibes. Like, literally, it does a world of good. And today is a great example. If you're watching this podcast through YouTube, through video, then you see, like, I've got on my wig and one of my favorite lipsticks by Life of a Bombshell. Hey, Kashira. And, before I did this, y'all, I wasn't having the best of days. I got a lot going on. And so by me doing this, even though I'm recording something audibly, the fact that I've spiced up my look for the day and I kind of cleaned up the tot spot a little bit, you know, it made me feel better. Like, it gave me a better vibe. Because even though I'm doing a podcast, I'm sure you guys can feel my vibe through your headphones or through your car radio or stereo. And so if you want to spice up your brands and get a whole new vibe going on, go ahead, spice up your look. And while you're at it, spice up your workplace. My favorite place to get inspiration for, you know, new office decor. If you don't have an office, if you have a little place in your room that you work from, spice it up. Get some new pillows. Get a new piece of wall art. Get a new calendar or a new journal. Get some Windex and clean it. Clean the desk, clean the windows, but spice it up because your environment definitely speaks volume to your productivity. And so if you're feeling non-productive, if you're feeling a little dry, then go ahead and spice up your look and spice up your workplace. I digress. The third way to spice up your brand this spring is to collaborate with someone this season. And I know as women, sometimes collaboration can be very intimidating, especially if you're collaborating with someone who's in the same space with you. It may seem like it's competition, but in a lot of cases, you'll find that it's just a smart way to work. It's just smart to collaborate with other people who are doing things and making moves because it allows you to expand without too much effort, right? It allows you to reach an audience that you didn't necessarily curate your own self in the beginning, right? And so collaborations, it allows you to execute ideas a lot quicker, sometimes a lot more efficiently. A lot of times it allows you to reach a different segment of your audience. It allows you to do so much more. It allows you to expand your reach, to get your message out there and your story out there. It's kind of like having, you know how we say sometimes when we're busy, you know, it needs to be 2 or 3 of me to accomplish this goal. Well, collaboration is kind of like the same concept. So springtime is the perfect time. Get with somebody, host an event together, whether it be a virtual event, whether it be an in-person event, a brunch, a workshop, a live podcast, a live interview. It's all sorts of ways that you can collaborate with someone. And again, and most importantly, this gets some new eyeballs on what it is that you're doing and so on and so forth. So an example of a collaboration that I'm doing this season is the Millennials and Baby Boomers, United conversation with my mom and Sade. That's a form of a collaboration, and that's going to get obviously more eyeballs on my brand, on my mom's brand, on Sade's event, and vice versa, right? So people get to know me on a different level. They get to see me speak from a different perspective about maybe a topic that maybe I don't generally speak about. And so that's the beauty of collaborations. And so those are the 3 ways to spice up your brand this spring. And if you want more ideas on how to get in the lane, if you are struggling to create content in general, then definitely get on my email list at natashaweston.com because I am hosting a free masterclass on Tuesday. And so definitely go to natashaweston.com/content to the max and sign up. It is free to join. And also when you sign up, you'll be getting my newest freebie, which is a create your own content starter toolkit. I totally got a brain fart this now. And so if you want that free workbook, then you definitely have to sign up for the class on Tuesday, all right? And so I digress from that point. But that is today's show. Very short and sweet. I wanted to give y'all those tips today and also just kind of fill y'all in with the whole iHeartRadio thing and just kind of touch bases with you. I normally record the show on Tuesdays, but like I said, a lot has been going on, but I didn't want the week to go by without interacting with you. Today's table talk takeaway is to pull yourself into position. And I got this in my sleep a couple nights ago. And basically it came after learning about iHeartRadio. You know, I was really reflecting on how it all happened. And a lot of times success just simply is the outcome of pulling yourself into position. We live in a day and age where nothing is going to be given to you. And even when you don't feel like putting in the work, that is what's going to be required for you to elevate to the next level. And a lot of times it's not going to be somebody reaching down to pull you up. Most of the time, it's going to take you pulling yourself up into a position so that others can see you, and so that your light can shine, and so that whatever it is that you offer the world can be seen. So that is the challenge for this week. That's this week's Table Talk takeaway, is to pull yourself into position. Please tweet that. Tweet that, 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 tweet that. All right, y'all. So thank you so much for tuning in to episode number 37 of the Table Talk with Tottie podcast. I appreciate you guys' support. You guys' I don't know if that's really a word, but anyway. I appreciate y'all's support. I appreciate y'all's love. Again, I'm going to ask this over and over again. Please subscribe to the show. Leave a review, more importantly, and share this on all podcasting platforms. Share this on Facebook, share this on Twitter, share this on your Instagram, your Snapchat. Share it with someone who you think will find value in it. Please be sure to subscribe to my newsletter at natashaweston.com. And until next time, I will talk to you guys in the next episode.